Hi, this is Wiz. Welcome to what seemed to be a very beautiful day, but it's instead a freezing cold day. Okay, let's take the S5 and drive a little bit. -6 degrees. We're gonna take a drive and talk about the S5 because today is Sunday, February 25th, and yes, I do film, edit and post my video the same day because I'm Super Wiz. It is exactly 6 months since I have collected the S5. It was on August 25th, so exactly 6 months today, and I thought today would be the right time to tell you a little bit about how I feel with the S5, what I like, what I don't like, will I keep it. I have to say that I'm happy about the car. I love every bit of this car. In all honesty, it's quite hard for me to find some things that I really don't like about this car, because this car has everything I wanted in a car. It is practical, it is elegant, it is sporty, and also I like the sound of the exhaust. I was told that after 5,000 to 7,000 kilometers the exhaust sound would get better. Today I'm close to 10,000 kilometers after 6 months, and I have to say that the exhaust is really unbelievable, considering that this is an S car, it is not an RS. Anyway, RS cars today are not that noisy. That could be the reason why my exhaust feel like being a noisy one. Still, it makes me wanna reconsider the idea of having an aftermarket exhaust on this car. So the exhaust is one thing I do really like on this car. Other than that, I love the technology in the car. I love the virtual cockpit and all the assistance features, the cameras, the sensor. Everything is made in a way that you feel very safe driving this car. This car has performance, but it has also safety features that once you have them, it is a bit difficult to live without. I'm talking specifically about the front and rear radar. I mean, it helped me many times. I'm not gonna say avoiding a collision, but it happened already a few times, like when you exit a parking place, that you don't necessarily pay attention to the cars that are coming, and this car has a feature that is gonna tell you on the central screen if a car is approaching, whether it's no from the right side or the left side, and if you don't apply the brake, if you don't brake, then the car is gonna brake for you. And it's the same in the front. If you wanna turn left and you have your turning signal on, and if you turn and a car is coming in front of you and you don't brake, the car is gonna brake for you. Those are some features that again, once you have them, it is a bit difficult to live without, because they are very useful in a safety point of view. And then obviously, being an Audi, the interior quality is top-notch. I say that several times on past videos, but it is still the case. That's a common feature on every Audi. The interior really feels quality. The materials and the way that everything is assembled is very well done. The S Sport seats that are optional on the Audi S5 are quite comfortable. The only minor issue, I would say, is the integrated headrest, meaning that on my past car, on the Audi A4, I had the comfort headrest, and I could set them in a way that my head would always touch the headrest, which is not the case here. Being the headrest integrated into the seat, on my natural driving position, my head is not touching. If I want my head to touch the headrest, then I should drive this way, which for me it's not my natural way of driving the car. So I find myself being always like that, and my head is like a few inches away from the headrest. Other than that, the seats have massage functions, which is cool, but this is one of the typical options that you will use a few times and then you just forget about it. And it's the same for the heated seats. That is something strange coming from me living in a country where winter is really cold, but I don't like the heated seat. I don't like to have my bum hot, that's what she said. And same stuff with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. So this car has those two features. This is something that I don't really use because I'm lazy to, each time I enter the car, plug my phone to have a CarPlay. You can have the same features by just using the Bluetooth connectivity. You can still access to all your music, and I find this to be something nice to have. But should I configure a car again, I'm not sure I would take all those features, especially should I buy a more expensive car, let's say an RS Audi. I would save money by probably not taking all those features. Another minor thing I don't really like in the Audi S5 is the gearbox when you are in comfort mode. If I go on comfort mode, then the gearbox goes on drive, and I have to say that driving the car like that, there is a lag on when the car decides to switch gears. Let's say now I'm driving at 50 kilometers an hour, even 40, and I'm on the 6th gear automatic, and if I push the throttle down, then there is a half a second gap between the moment I push the throttle and then the gearbox switches a couple of gears, goes on 3rd gear, on 5th it actually, and it applied the acceleration I want from the car. This doesn't happen when you are on sport mode, on dynamic. The throttle becomes very responsive, and the gearbox is also very responsive. But on drive and on comfort mode, there is always a little lag from the moment you push the throttle to the moment the gearbox switches gears and respond to your command. And then another annoying thing is when you go on reverse. Here I'm supposed to have the bird view of the car, but the car decides randomly whether it will apply the bird view or just the contour view like this. So meaning that if I go to the options and I select the camera instead of the graphic view, then next time I would put the reverse, probably I would have still the bird view, but let's say a few times after it goes back to the graphic view instead of the camera. So I constantly have to go back on the options here and manually select the camera. I don't know why it doesn't keep the last option selected as the standard one. On the things I love about this car, obviously there is the color. I love the Nardo Grey. It cost me a little money because Nardo Grey, it's a free of charge color if you buy an RS Audi, but it is an Audi exclusive color if you buy a non-RS Audi, meaning that I paid 3,200 Swiss francs, which is quite a lot of money. And I have to say that I don't regret it, because the S5 with this color is kind of unique, and the Nardo Grey is a very cool color in my opinion for the S5. People told me when I chose this color that I would get bored after a couple of months, and I have to say that this is not true. It's been 6 months now that I'm driving this car, and I still love the Nardo color. I love how the car looks with the combination of Nardo Grey and black. The car is currently sitting on 18 inches wheels, which are the winter wheels, and of course it looks way better with the summer 20 inches concave wheels, but it is what it is. The weather here requires that on winter you go with winter tires for better grip. Still 1 more month and then I'm gonna go back to the summer wheels. When I've purchased the car, I choose the black optic package, which means that with these options everything that is normally chrome becomes gloss black. And I did wrap this bit over here that was still chrome, and also I did wrap the rear spoiler. I plan on wrapping those two parts in black. Tell me what you think in the comments. Would you do that to have a continuity with the sunroof and the rear window? All in all, I like very much my car. Do I plan to change car anytime soon? No, not really. This car has everything I like into the same car. A good engine, a very nice looking car, kind of exclusive color for non-RS model. It goes very fast, it has a very nice exhaust sound, it has a lot of technology in it. So why would I change it? I don't plan to change my S5 anytime soon. I would change for this kind of car. Randomly a Porsche 911 Turbo Cabrio is sitting right where I'm filming. So you may know if you watch my past videos that this is my dream car. Not necessarily a Cabrio, but Porsche 911 is what I I really love, and this one is stunning with carbon ceramic brakes. Very nice looking 911 turbo. I would swap my car now for this. So this is it. On this video I told you about my 6-month ownership of the S5 Sportback. I told you that I'm really still in love with this car, that I can't wait to put back the summer wheels on, and that I don't really plan to change this car anytime soon. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thumb up if you did. Follow me for more content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye!